Hello everyone, I am Angela with Angela Wolf Video, and I am here today live for our Video Tech Tuesdays. Welcome everyone. In case you don't know, I am Angela and I do this every single Tuesday. This is, I believe, our 14th one so far, so welcome to anyone who's new to watching. Basically, what I do every Tuesday, I jump on at 1 o'clock. I am on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram over here, going live and talking about everything video, tech specs, and gear. So, if you have any questions, the best part of me being live is that I can answer your questions live. So, just comment below and let me know what your questions are. And if you are rewatching this and it's not live anymore, no problem. Just do the hashtag replay in your comments, and I know to answer them next week in our next video. So, I am going to be trying to keep an eye on all of my great little video sources right now. So if I'm looking around the screen, that's why. And other than that, I think we're about to jump in and see where we are going. So today, we are talking about the different settings you want for your videos depending on the video platform that you're sharing the videos on. Those are lots of words I just used to explain something very simple. The idea is just different social media platforms you're using, different video upload platforms you're going to be using, all kind of want something slightly different from your video, whether it be the length, whether it be the aspect ratio, anything like that. So today we're going to just be talking about what different formats work best for your videos depending on what social media you're uploading it to. So the first just generic thing that really works across all platforms is the file type. You want to do a .mp4 video file, or it's an H.264 export that gives you a video file that ends in the .mp4 file format. The reason that's my go-to is, one, everyone accepts that as a video format. You know, you can upload it to any of these platforms we're going to talk about today. The other reason is that it is a really great compression. So you can get a high-res video and you can compress it pretty small and still retain a lot of that quality. .movs are really popular too, but those file sizes are going to be a lot bigger than the .mp4s. And so that's why I just stick with MP4s as my exports for every video I do. I just think that they tend to just be universally accepted, and again, the idea when you're sharing things on social media and you're uploading it is that you want them to be smaller in size but still have good quality, and that's what you're going to get from that. Also, my generic goes for everything rule of thumb is that I always do everything in HD. Sometimes I film in 4K so that I can reposition and crop and do all that good stuff. But when you're posting on social media, people are not watching it on a 60-inch screen television, right? No one's putting this on a giant projector screen. People are watching social media on their phones, number one, and then sometimes also on their computers. But either way, between the mobile and your computer, your laptop screen, you know, anything that's 4K, you're not going to notice. Honestly, people will not notice that difference. And you are just going to be slowing down streaming. You're going to be slowing down bandwidth, right? When you upload bigger files, it's going to be harder for people to watch it. And then you can often, it's not really necessarily a time limit as much as it's a file size limit, and you're going to hit that way sooner. So you can only upload shorter videos if they're all in 4K. So I say definitely do HD. People can tell when it's only in standard def. So don't go under HD. But I don't think there's any need for you to be doing 4K uploads for social media videos. It's just not really something people can tell the difference while they're watching it on a mobile device. So those are my general rules of thumb. And now I wanted to go into each individual platform and try and just give you a quick overview of what they're looking for their videos. So first off is Facebook. They recommend videos to be more than 3 minutes long. Every time I go to upload a video, they're like, hey, wait a minute, your video's less than 3 minutes. Um, that's kind of like a weird algorithm thing that they're doing. They like want to really promote that. But research shows that engagement on Facebook falls off after 2 minutes. And I personally think it's more important that people are finishing your videos than they're coming in for 2 minutes and then leaving and they don't get to the end of it, but you had a 20-minute video to upload, right? So for Facebook, I really do think you should be trying to keep them shorter to like the 2-minute mark. For Facebook, I recommend the 16:9 aspect ratio, which is going to be the landscape, which if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook right now, that's what my video is currently in. If you're watching on Instagram, I'm in portrait, which we'll get to in a minute. So we want to be landscape 16:9, or that's the 1920 by 1080 for the HD format. And also when you're sharing videos on Facebook, you want to make sure that you upload them directly to Facebook. Don't just share a YouTube link. Facebook doesn't like that because they don't like YouTube because they don't own YouTube, okay? So they want everything to stay within Facebook. So upload it directly onto Facebook and share it from there. That'll get a better algorithm for it getting in front of more people, it being shared more, and Facebook favors their own videos versus links to outside videos. So all of that being said, live streams are a little bit different, and I'm going to get to those at the very end of this video. So let's just jump into Instagram now. So for a regular Instagram on your feed video, the max is going to be 60 seconds. But again, that drop off on Instagram is going to be at 30 seconds. And remember, Instagram is like 99.999% on your phone. It's all mobile. It's really a terrible, cumbersome, inconvenience thing to use on the laptop. So it's really meant to be on your phone, and just think people are scrolling through everything. They're going through it quickly. 30 seconds is that drop off for an Instagram video in your feed. For your feed, I would again suggest doing a square or 1x1 for those videos, because that's kind of what the Instagram started out with. That's what they kind of looks right on as you're scrolling through, is having that square video, which can be kind of cumbersome for editing purposes. So that's something you just want to keep in your mind while you're filming, is that this video is going to have to turn into a square later, so you can frame it up correctly. And again, with Instagram being cumbersome on the computer, to upload videos, what I recommend doing is I still film my videos, on my camera. I edit them on my computer, and then I upload them to Dropbox. I have the Dropbox app on my phone. So then I download it from Dropbox onto my phone so I can then upload it to Instagram. It's a lot of extra steps, but doing it that way really ensures really high quality videos, versus trying to email it to yourself. It's going to get compressed, or a lot of times your email won't even send a video file that big. And also, just like filming on your phone, as anyone watching me live on Instagram right now knows, it's just not as great of a quality. So if you're putting out like a really nice looking branded video, you don't want it to be filmed on your phone. You're going to want it to be professional looking. So sticking with the Instagrams, but going from your feed over to stories now, those are going to be cut into 15-second clips, and you can string up to 4 of them together at once. So theoretically, you could upload a 60-second video and they'll cut it into 4 15-second clips for you automatically and put it into your story. I found that for some reason, when I do that, a lot of times the order gets messed up. I upload a 60-second video, and the 30-second mark is the first thing you see, and then the first second mark is the third one. It's just all out of order, and it's a pain in the butt. So what I like to do is, when I know I'm going to upload it to my story, I actually cut it into 15-second clips first, and then I upload them. And that also lets me control when the cuts are. A lot of times I'll cut at 13 seconds or 11 seconds, wherever it is like a natural break in what I'm talking about, a natural break in the video, versus having the cut be like jarring in the middle of a word, like the auto cut would be. But for Instagram stories, as everyone watching me live knows, we are doing those 9:16. That's portrait, right? So landscape is the 16:9 aspect ratio. For Instagram stories, we want 9:16 portrait. And that's going to be, if we're doing it in HD, you're going to be doing 1080 by 1920. And then, of course, if you would like to save your stories, you're going to want to save it to a highlight on your Instagram. Otherwise, that video is going to disappear within 24 hours. So sometimes that's really great. Sometimes I upload like a quick tip video that like is in the moment and it doesn't need to exist for the rest of the eternity that Instagram's going to last. So you just leave it on your story and it disappears in 24 hours. There's other ones where, hey, this is a really good idea. I think this is a really important tip. It's a really important video. And so I save it to my highlights on Instagram so that people can watch it later after the 24 hours has elapsed. And one more, because Instagram is just everything. Instagram TV, IGTV, is really kind of something that I'm starting to dabble more into with these live streams. It's kind of like, it's a separate thing from your feed and your stories. You need 15 seconds minimum for an IGTV video. And the maximum kind of depends on your account. So it's between 15 to 60 minutes max on the account. Again, it's going to be that portrait 9:16 format. And you can create series in your IGTV so that you can really organize your videos and say, hey, everything in the branded video series is all about how to brand videos, and the one that's in lighting series is all about how to do lighting for your videos, so you can kind of organize them so people can go through and watch them kind of like a TV show, right? That's kind of the idea of the IGTV. So that's one that can be really great tool as well, because if people are just on IGTV, things will automatically pop up for them and kind of populate to help spread your audience a little bit more. So getting off of the Instagram train, which is forever long, we're going to jump over to YouTube. YouTube is like the first let's upload videos to the internet kind of site, right? It is a wonderful go-to. It's perfect as like a video gallery to just have the backlog of all the videos you've ever made, put them up there. You don't have a limit on how many videos you can upload. It's also wonderful for that because Google owns YouTube, which means every time someone Googles something, YouTube videos are automatically pulled for that as well. So you're going to be getting double, kind of like a double dip when it comes to SEOs if you have a lot of YouTube videos up that have the same kind of keywords that your website and your brand uses. YouTube's also really great for the longer format videos. If you have just a standard regular YouTube channel, it's only going to be about 15 minutes as your upload max, but it's really easy to just register your account to verify who you are and that you're not, I don't know, spam, I guess. And then once you've registered your account with YouTube, you can have up to 12 hours for a single video. Please do not upload a 12-hour video. No one wants to watch that. I'm just letting you know right now. So that being said, you basically have as much time as you need. And so YouTube's going to be perfect for any of the longer videos you need to put out there. How-to videos, tutorial videos, training videos you might need to share. So that kind of stuff is perfect for YouTube because that's where people are already looking for how-tos and tutorials. It's not as great, I think, for like straight branding videos, for like a quick marketing like zippy zap video. Maybe YouTube's not the best place for it to be found, but you should still upload it to there. You should still just like have a copy of it on YouTube, again, for SEOs and search result reasons. And on YouTube, you can create playlists, really, which is a great way to organize your videos. So you can kind of say like, oh, all of these videos are tutorials about how to upload, and these videos are tutorials on how to do different types of After Effects. I don't know, kind of organize it in that way so it's easy for people to find what they're looking for. For YouTube, you want to do the landscape, the 16 by 9. Again, do the 1920 by 1080. I think it's really overkill, but you could do 4K if you felt like it. And just like as a quick fun stat, there's 300 videos uploaded to YouTube every single minute. So, like I said, it can be easy for your like really quick tiny videos to get lost on YouTube. So I would never only use YouTube. YouTube's one of those things that is just like an automatic, yeah, I'm posting it to Facebook and YouTube. I'm posting it to Instagram and YouTube. It's always going to just be like that extra layer that you use. This new one is fun, and I've been editing videos for it. And it's a little bit different, is TikTok. So TikTok's very informal. It's fun. There's like themes to the different types of videos people put up there, right? TikTok is something that should be quick and snappy, and those fun and quirky videos that I just said don't put on YouTube because no one's going to find them. TikTok's where you want to put those, all right? You want to have like the fun personality brandy videos can go up on YouTube, on TikTok. In the app to record, it's up to 60 seconds for a video. You can upload longer videos. I recommend not doing it in the app. Upload a for real video, like a professional video you filmed and edited. However, keep it to 60 seconds, right? If that's what's people are mostly used to watching, keep it to that length. And TikTok is going to be that 9 by 16 or the 1080 by 1920. And then on pretty much the opposite side of TikTok, we've got LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is going to be perfect for business to business relationships. If that's what if your brand works with other brands, you want to be on LinkedIn. TikTok's not going to be great for that. But at the same time, if you're trying to reach college students, if you're trying to reach individuals, LinkedIn's not going to be as great for that. So it just depends on where your audience is. So for LinkedIn, you can upload a video that is up to 10 minutes long. LinkedIn is that you're going to want the landscape of the 16 by 9. Personally, I think LinkedIn's a little clunky when it comes to their uploader. It's kind of hard to like organize. I don't know how to, I'm going to be straight up. Like, I don't know how to organize the videos in LinkedIn. I just upload them and then they just kind of go into the ether. But I do really think LinkedIn is super important for business work. I love it. I use it all the time. I just wish that their video upload system was a little bit more intuitive, a little bit more powerful. But I highly suggest using it if you do business to business. And that being said, let's just real quick run through live videos. So live streaming is great. As you see, I do it every week. But the rules for live streaming is a little bit different. While everything else I'm saying keep it to 2 minutes, live stream should be 10 minutes and plus. You want time for people to log on, to see that you're up and you're talking, and give time for people to ask questions and post on what you're talking about. So 10 minutes is like kind of like that minimum you want to be hitting. Usually I aim for 20, but I like to talk a lot, so I tend to go longer. Sorry, everyone. The format for live streaming is whatever you're live streaming on. So what I'm doing right now is I'm live streaming to both Facebook and YouTube using the same camera, which is my webcam. But then I'm also live streaming to Instagram, which wants to do a different format, which is the 9 by 16. And so I'm doing that on my phone. So I have one that's formatted as a portrait for my Instagram live, and then I have a different camera oriented in landscape for Facebook and YouTube live. Isn't that like fun and exciting? So just keep that in mind for whatever platform you're live streaming on, is to just follow the ratio rules that I mentioned earlier. For live streaming, Facebook is wonderful. YouTube's great. YouTube's really great if you want to do something a little bit more private. It kind of have like a live stream for an event that maybe you don't, it's not necessarily like a live of like a everybody should be watching this event. It's a more like personal event. YouTube's really great for that. Instagram, again, great for the live videos. LinkedIn has started diving into live videos and live streams, but you have to be accepted into like their special live stream community, right? So you have to apply and you have to be like, show that you do live streams. They're going to look through all your videos and they're going to decide if you can be given that like privilege. So it's a little bit more cumbersome again on LinkedIn, but I think it's really important if you are trying to reach out to businesses a lot. That's a really great avenue for them to find you and for you to talk with them. So, all of that being said, those are all of my tips and tricks for the different video platforms that you will be using to upload videos to share them with your audiences. So, if I just said a lot of words and you're like, yeah, that makes sense, but where do I start? All right, I know where to end is to put this on Facebook, but where do I start with my videos? Go to bit.ly/AWV checklist. Links right here if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. If you're on Instagram, go to my bio. The link is in my link tree. So download my free branded video checklist. It will just explain kind of where you should be starting. It helps focus your intent. It helps you figure out what kind of content you want. It helps figure out how big the production's going to be. It's perfect for all of your pre-production. The idea of, I want to make a video, but I don't know where to start. Download the checklist and that will explain to you exactly how you want to start and where to go with it. And once you're done with that checklist, if you say, hey, that's great, I can do this myself, perfect. But if you go through that checklist and you go like, wow, this is way more complicated than I thought it was going to be, go to bit.ly/callawv. Again, it's in my link tree on my bio on Instagram. Otherwise, it's on the screen right here for my YouTube and Facebook followers. Go there. That's my calendar. Just sign up for a time and we can have a free call, 30-minute consultation, absolutely free. Tell me what you're thinking about for a video and I can tell you how feasible it is. I'll tell you the scope that you need for it, tell you how much it's going to cost if you need to outsource part of it or all of it, and kind of everything that you need to know about videos. So that is it for this Tuesday's Video Tech Tuesdays. As per usual, please comment below. Let me know what all of your questions are, what you want to know about video tech specs and gear, and I will see everyone next week at 1 o'clock.